Good morning. Happy Tuesday. This is your daily spiritual guidance message for Tuesday, the 21st of October. It's a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Today we have the new moon in Libra. I'm going to do a little reading about that later on. So if you're interested, keep an eye out for that. Um, as I said, this is collective message. It's not personal, so not everything is going to resonate with you. So just take what does and leave the rest. So let's see for today, what does the collective need to know? Tuesday, the 21st of October, what do we need to know? What do we need to know today, please? Please and thank you. What do we need to know? What is the energy today? Okay. Inspiration. Okay. Life purpose. Nice. Financial health. So is there something that you're starting here? Trust in reverse. Is there something you're starting here or thinking about starting here? But there's an issue with trust. Are you sort of like, are you unsure about it? Are you unsure whether to proceed with it or not? Or, is it one of these things that feels like, is this just a pipe dream and nothing's going to come of it? Or is this a wise thing to do? Courage. Am I on the right track here? Are you sort of like second guessing yourself? If it's life purpose, it's more likely something that's outside your comfort zone and you're kind of going, I don't know about this. Talent. Have you recently discovered something about yourself and you're thinking, I could do this. I could go out into the world and do this and be really successful at it. However, does it take a little bit of, well, courage is here, but does it take a little bit of sort of like stepping up to the plate and putting yourself out there? So is it something here that might be a little bit taboo and you're like, "Hmm, do I want to be seen like that? Having to put yourself out there. Let's see, what's the energy today for the collective? What do we need to know here? Tuesday the 21st. Trust is in reverse. So I feel it's more like you're not trusting your intuition here. You're being pushed in a direction and you're like, "Oh, I don't know about this." Talent is here. So there's something that I feel something has come to light that you're quite good at, or it's something that you should develop. And you're like, I don't know. No, don't notice. Let's see. Whoa, there it is. There it is. What is the first card out? The Empress. There she is. She who creates. So there's something here. Nine of Pentacles. There's something here they're pushing you towards starting. So if it's something you have already, like if there's some type of course or something that you've looked into here already, Nine of Cups, and you've kind of like not taken it any further, or it's something that you have completed and you're like, right, I know how to do this now, and they're now going, right, well, are we going to take it out into the world? Now is the time to sort of go forth with it. The Empress, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups here. Eight of Cups. This is the back and forth thing here. Because the Eight of Cups is walking away and the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. So it's like we keep going back and forth with it here. So it may be a bit of a confidence issue here of actually, yeah, stuck in your head about it. stuck in your head about like what's the best thing to do here? How do I move forward with this? Page of Pentacles. There might be something here too that you sort of feel to yourself, like, I know how to do this, but am I really good enough to put it out there? And also, is it enough? Because it's a feeling of I just have this little nugget. Is that little nugget enough to take out there? But the oracles are saying yes, it is. It's amazing how you start off with something small and how different doors open and it grows into something completely different. Four of Wands here. That little pentacle grows into something different. So it's like, it's trusting. The trust is in reverse here. It's like you need to trust here that they know what they're doing. It's like you need to put your plans in place. You need to be forward thinking about things, but it's like you need to also trust them. Ace of Wands. You need to also trust them that they have a plan here and they know what they're doing. It is something creative here with this Ace of Wands, Nine of Wands. I feel it's a little bit, there's something here too about how other people are going to look at it. The Devil's here and the Queen of Wands. It's something here, there's a hesitation about how other people are going to view it. And that's where the Courage card comes in. It's stepping forward here to say something that, and put yourself out there. And it's like, because it could be completely, it's going to shock people because they're not going to expect it. The Death card. They're not going to expect it. And that's the thing. It's like you're almost like deading off this old identity and coming out as somebody new. And it's like, how are people going to take that? Five of Pentacles. King of Swords. Are there people that's going to turn their back on you? There's some sort of feeling here about that. There's a King of Swords here. King of Swords is very logical, and there's no emotion in a King of Swords. And it's like, is it somebody in particular here that you're worried about telling? Because you're like, they're not going to take that. They're not going to take this that well here. Could be a spouse, could be a family member. Knight of Swords here. So it's somebody that when you say this, you have it in your head that they are going to fly off the handle with you. Could be an air sign, could be an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Doesn't have to be. That's just the energy that they display at this moment. It is a family member. So it's either a spouse, a husband, or it is like a brother or a father. There's somebody here that you're concerned about when you come out with this of what you want to do here, that they're going to like, yeah, when you announce what you want to do here and the leap you want to take, it's not going to go down well. It could be a father, an emperor here that you're concerned about. What are they going to say? What are they going to say? Queen of Swords here. And the Two of Pentacles. So this kind of feels like This kind of feels like a mother and father energy that, but they're like, because they're matching counterparts. They're both king and queen of swords here. So, I mean, a mother figure could be an air sign as well. An Aquarius, Gemini, Libra doesn't have to be. It's energy, but quite cold and sharp tongued here. You know, they're not, they're not diplomatic in what they say. Four of Cups. They're not diplomatic here in what they say. I mean, it'll come out quite cold and quite harsh here. And you kind of know that with this Knight of Swords energy here. You know that you're sort of, whatever it is you're wanting to discuss, there is Temperance. You know, whatever it is that you're wanting to discuss or tell them here, that it's not going to land well. But you're showing up in balanced energy here. Whoa, no, no, no. You're showing up in balanced energy. So it's about keep yourself balanced here. What's this? Four of Swords. You may you may receive some cutting words here from these energies. And that's where the courage cards here to step in to help. Whatever it is you've done, and if it's on your life purpose, as I said, it may be a little bit taboo. It may not be the normal. These people may not really be believers. And that's where the trust in reverse comes from, because it's kind of them. They're not trusting of it, or they don't really want the hangman. I feel they don't really get it, or they're thinking like you're coming for. Say you come forth and you say, "Look, I done an energy healing course here. I've learned how to become a spiritual healer or whatever here," and they're like, "Yeah, right." They like don't believe it. It's like it's not. They're not. There's no encouragement for a start. There's no like, oh, that's great. That's brilliant. Great news, right? What are what are you thinking of doing here? Or, there's none of that. It's just like rolling their eyes at you kind of thing. Star card. I'm becoming a healer. And they're like, I feel it's their mistrust in your, I feel the trust on your side, it's not really the trust. It's like, is this a good idea? More than anything, but the trust is on their side. Seven of Cups. This opens so many doors for you. So if you're sitting there feeling like I only have this little nugget, like is this really enough to take out into the world? It is. That look at the options that it's going to bring in for you here. It's going to open so many doors that you didn't think about. So many things are going to come across your path here. It never tends to be just one thing. Three of Swords here. Ace of Cups. Ten of Wands. It's something you have experienced, whether it's to do with these parents or whether it's another thing that happened, okay, that you got a broken heart from. But I feel there's something here that this experience that you went through and you healed through it and you learned how to navigate your way through it, and it expanded you and you grew from it, and maybe it put you on your life purpose here. I feel that knowledge is what you take out into the world to help other people. other people that have been sort of heartbroken here and need to learn to fill their cup again. There's something here that you went through that you're able to share with other people here and help get them on their path here. And it's something particular to you. King of Wands here. Matching counterparts. We have someone else here, another creative energy. If there's something you're concerned about here, like there's a certain aspect of starting your own business here or putting yourself out there, and there's a certain part of it you're not confident in doing. I feel there's somebody going to come across your path here. Two of Cups that may be able to help you here, and this may turn romantic. Whoa, the Hermit. They may be a shaman. This masculine may be a shaman. Look at this. Wheel of Fortune. And the world underneath that. There's a new beginning here. This person may work in the spiritual. If they don't work in the spiritual field, they have the ability, whether they know it or not. They have they have that type of energy. They're matching your energy here. King and Queen of Swords. Or sorry, King and Queen of Wands. It's a matching counterpart here. Two of Cups. Kind of soulmate vibe here. But I feel this person comes in to help you with this project, get the things off the ground here. And I don't feel there's anything you have to do here. They'll just, at the right time, they'll appear here. The divine will put them in your path. Give us one of these cards, please, for the collective. For Tuesday, the 21st of October, what does the collective need to know, please? Tuesday, the 21st of October, what does the collective need to know, please? It's standing up to. I feel that coming out and having this conversation with this King and Queen of Swords is kind of like see if you can overcome it. It doesn't matter what anybody else says. Recognition and reward, number 3. Something is going to be really beneficial for you here. It's taken that sort of leap here. Recognition and reward, page 77. Sevens are a very spiritual number, just so you know. A reward for a job well done is what this card represents. It's a time of recognition for a completed project, hard work, skill, expertise, and craftsmanship. These abilities are now being honoured, but don't forget to also pay homage to yourself. Pat yourself on the back, you deserve it. This card also comes forth to represent a family or a group of people coming together, all of whom are aiming and striving towards a common goal. Accept the help that's being offered. More possibilities are in the works, so be sure to lay a solid foundation for your past achievements, and this will help you be ready for the next opportunity. In addition, this card is a reminder to take care of your physical body. After all, it is what carries your soul around in the material world. There's something here I feel you have done something here. You have completed some type of course. You've gained knowledge and some sort of ability here. And it's now like, what do I do with this? Do I take this out here? And they're like pushing you, saying you need to get out and start living your life purpose here. There's something you need to do first, and I feel like you're putting it off, and that it's like I feel like you want to go out and do this, and it's these people, this King and Queen of Swords, whoever they are to you, that's kind of putting you off because you know you have to have this conversation. And it's like, you know what kind of response you're going to get, and you know it's not going to be a good conversation, and you're trying to put it off and off and off here. And they're like, you need to like step up here, get it over and done with. Yes, there may be a lot of questioning. It's they're in cold energy, so you're not going to get any great um encouragement from them. But this is going to pave the path for you. So if you resonate with this, I'm going to take it to extended and have a look at what we don't see coming, any blockages we might be facing here, what the outcome looks like, and then we'll get some angelic advice. So if you want to come along, the link's below, and I'll see you over there.